Hey guys, Dan Hammond back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about, is the bull run back on? Are we going to see a move to the top side? Are we even going to break out of this and maybe even retest the bull market support band? Let's talk about some important price targets for this week and the upcoming month here. So let's begin. All right, very first thing. So if we look at the price, you can see that Bitcoin is still trading inside this bear flag, which most likely will eventually break to the downside, unfortunately. I do think we might see some upside here, and there's a couple different things that I want to talk about in that reasoning here. So the first thing is you have FOMO Finder. We have a lot of people actually shorting the market right now. You can see right here we're in panic, and often when we get into panic and we have the fear and greed very low, we can usually see some upside after this. Now, the fear and greed does sometimes stay in a suppressed state for quite some time. You can see here's the 2022 bear market. We had a lot of down in the extreme fear, 10, 20, 12, somewhere in that area. And you can see we are there right now. Now, there is some other interesting things, though. There is some liquidations to the upside. So if you look at 24-hour, even 48-hour here, you can see that we have some liquidations up here in the 70, 7,500, etc. So there is some liquidity up to the upside now. So you can see 70,000 up here. We have some liquidity up at the top of this, and you can see that we also have this big trend line right here shown in orange from the top of the bull market to the next peak, and then it comes through in this area here. So we have a lot of confluence in this area right here, right? So we have a lot of liquidity that was from this area here, and we have that where it crosses here. So I do think we will see a move to the upside. Now, we don't have to come into this area, and we could easily get rejected, right about here at this 72,000-ish. So right now, I wouldn't be taking a short with, massive leverage, because I do think we could see some move to the upside, especially if we get some sort of conflict resolution in the war we are currently in. So you can see that I do think we'll come up here, but I think we will resolve this to the downside eventually. I do think that as prices, April and May and June come along here, I do think we'll see a breakout to the downside out of this bear flag. So I don't think that the bull market is going to be back on right now, right this second, for Bitcoin, but I do think that over the next couple months we're going to be forming another bottom. So kind of my prediction for this market here is we should see a breakdown from this. We could get down to the 50, even 40,000 area here, and then we could form some another bear flag like this, maybe a low, a higher low, I should say, and then maybe a bottom sometime either mid to late summer or October-ish should be roughly the bottom. Now, if we look at some other things, let's look at the stock market here. If you look at SPY, this is the S&P 500, you can see that we have had a big drop. Now, this kind of does look similar to this area right over here, and we do have a lot of correlation between the S&P 500. I am still in my short on the S&P 500, but it looks like to me we just crossed this 30 area on the RSI on the daily. You can see right here, I have a feeling that we are in this range right here, and we might see another move to the downside. Now, why do I think we're here? Because we had this touch of the 30 RSI, just like we had right here, and now we've had that was right here in this area, and now we've had a sweep up to this moving average here. We could come up to even this bull market support band, which is at about 667 for the SPY. And then I think we do eventually see another move down, just because we've seen this rollover effect. You can see we kind of rolled over here, and then we got two drives pattern, right? So now we have this roll over here. Here's the first drive, and then I think we get a second drive to a lower number, and then a move back up. And when the S&P 500 comes down, usually Bitcoin comes down as well. Now that's another chart I haven't checked in a minute here, but let's also look at like USDT, for example. USDT, what do we have going on here? So we're kind of in a bull flag with USDT. You can see it's the opposite of a bear flag, right? A descending channel instead of an ascending channel. So you can see that we kind of just came to the top. Maybe we get a pump here because now as this comes down, this means people are moving their money out of crypto, out of stable coins into crypto, and you can see here that this is when this comes down, maybe we get a pump in Bitcoin. So this will kind of also mirror the idea that Bitcoin is now going to move a little bit higher into this bear flag, and then I think eventually we will see a breakdown and a move down to the downside. Now let's look at Bitcoin dominance. This one was trending down again, and then yesterday we had, actually 2 days ago, we had a big push to the upside on Easter Sunday, of course. So we had Bitcoin dominance go up a lot, with Bitcoin making a little bit of a reversal. So you can see that is moving up. Another thing I want to look at is ETH divided by Bitcoin. So here we are still just kind of ranging, but again, we're ranging to the upside in a bear flag, and we have resistance. So you can see kind of the bear flag, something like this. And we've tapped the bull market support band once. We've tapped it twice. I have a feeling we come back up, tap it again, and then we might see another move down for ETH Bitcoin. So that one is, looking not so hot as well, just because we are struggling to get back above this bear market support band, or I should call it bear market resistant band, but it's the bull market support band. But when you're in a bear market, you do get over that, find resistance there a lot. So another thing, let's look at the Bitcoin divided by the SPX. So again, this is the Bitcoin divided by the S&P 500. We are at a little bit of a resistance zone, but I think eventually we could break down and maybe even go back to this long-term trend line here, which would give us down, another, I need to get off that. This could break down a little bit here, give us another 30% move to the downside. Now, it doesn't have to. We could easily reverse from this area here because we have found support in this area before. Another one is Bitcoin Gold. This is another good one to look at. We are fighting for our lives here for Bitcoin to hold this area. Now, we could come back down to this low and even sweep this low down here. But when we're on the weekly here, you can see the RSI is quite low for Bitcoin versus gold, right? So it's pretty much the lowest it's ever been besides its inception. So this is, kind of some conflicting information, right? Because the RSI is so low, but that doesn't mean it can't go lower, right? So RSI is relative strength index. It can go lower, but right now it is extremely low. Same thing for silver, right? So silver, but you can also see that we did actually almost retest last week this bull market support band, again, bear market resistance band, but we did actually bounce off the same exact place that we have bounced before. So it'll be interesting to see what happens for Bitcoin in the crypto space, but I do think we eventually go lower. Again, as I've said before, I am accumulating a lot of crypto stocks. I did a nice little pickup last week of a couple different stocks here. So I have a couple different portfolios that I'm running. Bitfarms just rebranded to Keel. So I picked up a bunch of these in my trading portfolio. I picked a bunch of these in my Roth IRA, and you can see a lot of them are green on, on Easter Monday here. So happy Easter, everyone. But I am accumulating a lot of these. A lot of these are down a lot, like XXI and Soluna and Kango, and a lot of these really small ones are down a crazy amount. And even these like Wolf, Iren, I am waiting on Wolf and Iren a little bit, and Hut, because I think that these are still going to come down a little bit, especially because they've had such good performance compared to a lot of these like Mara. Mara, for example, is already down, even since just 2025, it's already down 67%. But if you look at all the way to this 2024, Mara is down, it came down 78% already. So I think these are in a good place to start picking up. That's going to be it for the video. I am going to continue to accumulate these. And if you do want to do any sort of leverage trading, I have an affiliate link below for Bitunix. It's my favorite exchange to do trading on. And also I have the new channel membership where I go through, I have a private Discord, and I go through a lot of my trades, my leverage trades been doing pretty well recently, so I've been posting all of those live. And that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. That's it for the video. Have a great day, and I hope you guys had a good holiday weekend over Easter. And that's it. See you guys.